Hey again, Fort Fam, and welcome to another review. Today we're talking about the new release, I Am Future, Cozy Apocalypse Survivor. Before we start, we want to say thank you to the developers for providing us a review copy of the game. We wouldn't have been able to review this title without their kindness, so as always, we're humbly grateful. With that out of the way, let's get started. Like most survival games, in I Am Future, there's a baseline story that you follow throughout your travels. For now though, you're stuck on a rooftop with nothing but trash and a decaying environment around you, and it's up to you to figure out why you're the only human around. Thankfully, you're joined by a few quirky robots who give you clues as to what's going on and teach you how to make food so you don't starve to death and die to the freaky creepies that come out every night. As you progress, you unlock more pieces of the story, which makes progressing satisfying and keeps you motivated while dismantling your 100th bench. We also loved how downright silly the story was, as it added that level of cozy that kept us coming back for more. True to its title, this is not a stressful game. Now, let's jump into the gameplay because while we enjoyed our time in the game, we have to recognize that some might get bored by hour 8. Let's first address the fact that this game should definitely be subtitled Dismantle Simulator, because essentially you'll be spending the first 4 hours upgrading your tools so you can dismantle some new type of metal or electronic. That in turn unlocks a new material, more upgrades, and so on and so forth. Aside from just dismantling the world around you and upgrading your stuff, there's a tower that oh so luckily happened to be on the rooftop you woke up on, and whether that's a coincidence or not, we're not going to complain that we get to run missions with our little robot friends and collect helpful items and visit stores that are vital to progressing the game. If you're someone who enjoys games like Minecraft, Eco, Satisfactory, and other games based around destroying your environment to build up a stockpile of stuff just to rebuild it and make the environment better, then this game is up your alley. Those that should avoid this title are those that get bored after an hour of chopping down trees because that 100th bench comment earlier on, it might have seemed like a joke, but by hour 8 it won't be, so buckle up. Let me immediately clarify that this is not me calling the game boring. I'm the person that after 2 hours of mining and 100 trips to the surface of the water for air, I'll have collected enough materials and built an entire underwater base for myself in Minecraft. I enjoy game experiences like I Am Future offers and do not put 10 hours of time into games I don't enjoy. In fact, I adored progressing to the point of having a water pump on my rooftop and sprinklers for my plants that were powered by my eco-friendly generator that ran off plant matter. And while I absolutely want to see more decorative options added in the future, aside from just character outfits, so I can beautify my little slice of paradise, I need to expressly state that this game is releasing under early access and has a ton of coming soon zones in the game already, so there's far more in the works. I don't feel it entirely necessary to make a long section about the visuals or audio of this game. The graphics are well done, comedic, and fitting to the game and aesthetic of the title in general. They mesh well with the great ambiance and enjoyable soundtrack the game offers, and the music stayed louder than most does, so I consider that a win. Aside from that, this isn't the next Assassin's Creed running on a 4090, so let's not get crazy with it. I'm happy to report that our section, The Bad and the Boring, is much more of a placeholder for how we're structuring our reviews now and less of a problem this game has. I went into it earlier about how much I enjoyed the monotony of this game, and if you're not the type that enjoys that in titles, then sure, maybe it's better you avoid it. But if you do enjoy that, then this is an early access release to at least be keeping your eye on, if you're not the early access type. If you're looking for a survival simulator that's far more casual to add to your library, then definitely consider I Am Future. It offers hours of gameplay with a rewarding progression system and a comedic story that keeps you concerned for the future of humanity and our relationships with robots. Feel free to ask any questions about the game below and know that we'll be monitoring future patches to find out how this one ends. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're keeping this one on your watch and wish list for now. And even if you aren't, do it anyway if you enjoyed the content. Thanks for watching, and until next time.